We've had 9 wet weather-affected German Grand Prix in the past. Guess what? We've got a 10th today. Welcome along to the German Grand Prix in 2019, the 37th and possibly the last for the foreseeable future here at Hockenheim, where Pole has won 18 of the previous 36 races.
Were very slow away, Verstappen particularly, so they had an awful start. They just did not get the car rolling.
Romain Grosjean makes up a place up to 5th, Sainz 6th, Hülkenberg 7th, Gasly's now down in 8th place. Down the inside goes the Renault of Nico Hülkenberg and Romain Grosjean, and Hülkenberg and Grosjean touch wheels. Sainz has to take to the escape road. At the back, Sebastian Vettel's made up 6 places already.
Yeah, Vettel having a great first 5 corners, to say the least, and so is Leclerc. Leclerc's right up there now as well.
Gasly squirming away, he's got no grip whatsoever. It's like a slow motion replay almost for the Red Bull driver. He just can't find the grip. But out in front, Lewis Hamilton continues to lead as Gasly and Sainz go wheel to wheel now, heading towards the stadium section as through the gloom they come. Perez looking for a move on Magnussen. Gasly just ahead of Carlos Sainz, and very, very unsteady there from the Haas of Kevin Magnussen. That'll give Sergio Perez even more encouragement.
So Vettel pinned in 14th at the moment. Leclerc is up to 6th. Leclerc up to 6th, but what a start from Raikkonen, the wise old head of Kimi Raikkonen.
Verstappen has got Kimi Raikkonen into the hairpin. Verstappen is ahead and up to 3rd place. And it looked to me like Sergio Perez had got Kevin Magnussen. Yes, he has. Perez now up into the points again in 10th place. Magnussen's got back ahead of Sergio Perez. Sebastian Vettel now up to 13th. He's managed to get past Daniel Ricciardo.
The throttle, did he, coming out of there? He just had no grip at all. This is the key thing
and
now.
They're coming in
Which teams are geared up to double stack close running drivers in the same team?
They're all coming in, Martin. 2.6 seconds stop time for Hamilton, but Bottas getting caught out because he had to stay stationary whilst other cars went past, almost double the time, and Max Verstappen still gets out behind Valtteri Bottas, so no damage done in terms of losing a place to the Red Bull. Leclerc came in, Ricciardo came in, and Sainz as well. This is what happened down at Haas. Romain Grosjean, Grosjean had to slam on the brakes there as the Ferrari made its exit. Here comes Charles Leclerc then into the first corner on the inside, and Kevin Magnussen has to take a bit of curb there to keep out of the way of the Haas, but gets better traction going out of turn 1, the drag race towards turn 2. The Ferrari wins out easily, and the problem...
If he can slow it down.
He can, but not really quick enough. Comes back onto the track, stays ahead. Magnussen might lose out because he's compromised, and now the Renault of Nico Hülkenberg says thank you very much. Charles Leclerc, you've just earned me a place there. Hülkenberg gets past Magnussen. Leclerc's in 4th.
Yeah, Hülkenberg's going to fancy a run at the Ferrari. He's got nothing to lose, has he? He doesn't care.
It's a couple of times now Leclerc's gone very, very deep into the slow corners. This time it's Hülkenberg who goes deep in the hope of getting a better amount of traction on the exit of it. Stays behind Leclerc, but this is a great scrap that's ensuing now between the other German runner in this race, Nico Hülkenberg and Charles Leclerc.
Yeah.
This is what Sebastian Vettel has been up to. Robert Kubica on the left-hand side. Kimi Raikkonen just ahead. Ooh, and how did he not make contact there with Robert Kubica? Fine piece of avoidance driving. Lando Norris getting passed down the inside by Kimi Raikkonen as well.
The 3 at the front are travelling much faster than anybody else, especially Lewis Hamilton.
So at the moment, Magnussen's rather holding up this trio, and was going to come out on top in this battle. Charles Leclerc needed some very quick reactions to stay in this race there, Martin.
Yeah, he dropped his left rear wheel over the curb on the outside. That's the drag racing start line. That is going to be so slippery. Look at it. And standing water for good measure. Well held, young man.
Here in our little commentary box, high up in the grandstand, overlooking those pit walls. It's absolutely bone dry, and I'm loving the action here. That is Daniel Ricciardo, and that looks like a massive engine problem for the Renault driver, and a visor full of God knows what for Pierre Gasly, who's got ahead of Danny Kvyat.
Yeah, he passed Kvyat in the middle of all of that.
Daniel Ricciardo has, I think, got to the Mercedes-Benz grandstand and pulled over to the side of the track and parked it in a safe place. DRS is now enabled. It's the first time we've actually had DRS in this race. It is, isn't it? So that will help Max Verstappen in his pursuit now of Valtteri Bottas. He's got a few more weapons at his disposal, and he's having a look down the hairpin. He's got it all wrong because Bottas was there for the taking, he thought, and in the end the gap just went away from him, and to avoid contact he had to go way deeper on the apex than he would have wanted, and look how that has cost Max Verstappen. That is a fight that Lance Stroll would like to carry on for a while, but it wasn't really a fight that he was looking like winning, because the Toro Rosso looks a supercar at the moment.
Sainz flying along nicely as well, keeping up with Bottas, who's closing in on the racing point of Stroll.
Someone's gone off, and it's Lewis Hamilton who's gone off at the first corner. Manages to keep the car going, but now only has the Williams of Kubica and Russell behind him.
He's turned in and he's gone round. It's amazing that didn't make the barriers. Well, wow, he's just got a little bit wide and touched the wetter part of the track. It's not often you see Lewis making mistakes like that, but that's a driver error.
My God, this guy is incredible. He will never learn.
Oh dear.
What is it doing?
Well, at least they're still running, which is not something you could say after Silverstone last time out, but neither of them have listened to the words of Gunther Steiner in the build-up to this race.
They managed to connect twice on the opening lap in Silverstone.
This is at the Hockenheimring. What a race that was!